Hello, my name is Teresa Selsley, and I would like to welcome you to my professional dispositions video. There are qualities that I do believe will help me become a successful teacher. These dispositions are already things that I take into any endeavor: professional conduct, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, and dedication. I have respect for myself and my spirit in my appearance and conduct. I always want to treat others with kindness and compassion. I am willing to reflect on my performance and accept constructive criticism as a professional and as a person. I love to learn and I'm curious about people and the world around me. I want others to be able to trust me, and I want them to know that I have their best interests in mind. I have a heart and a passion to see the next generation thrive and succeed. I plan to fight through the hard days and celebrate the good ones, and I will stay the course to see my students become mature, whole people in mind, body, emotions, and spirit. There are dispositions that I will need to work on as a first-year teacher. There's an aspect of fairness that I know I will need to work on. To be honest, when I first meet people and try to get to know them, it is hard not to make assumptions about them. I, as a teacher, will need to block these assumptions out the best I can and take the time to truly know my students. When I take the time to know them well, I will be a much better servant leader in the classroom. I will also need to grow on how to individualize instruction for my students. That seems like a pretty daunting task, so I will definitely need to see that in action and learn how to actually make that happen in a classroom. I would like to think the concept of learning styles would be helpful in having high expectations in my students' learning environment. Determining the best ways a student learns information will be key in helping them understand and in trying various methods in the classroom. Taking time to reflect on these dispositions and being fully prepared day to day to the best of my ability will be the best way I know how to fulfill them. The implementation of these dispositions in my life will help me to understand other cultures, genders, and learning differences so I can build strong relationships with my students and their families. When fully applied to my teaching, these dispositions will lead to students being valued as individuals, and they will have a safe, productive learning environment to thrive in. The goal of gaining understanding of others first requires respect. I will treat everyone around me with love and value. Fairness is also important. Everyone deserves to be treated well and have the same opportunity for success. Thirdly, honesty. I plan to be truthful and have the utmost integrity in my relationships and interpersonal communication. High expectations and excellence can be expected from all students regardless of starting point or ability. I plan to let every student know that they can be successful and learn. Hopefully, every student will be excited about trying and doing their best. Most people are naturally curious about the world around them, but if not, I, as a teacher, through creativity and attention, will be likely to spark curiosity in my students. The glue that I believe that holds all of these dispositions together is professional conduct. My conduct as a professional will help to overcome any bias that I may have. Everyone has a bias, or what I might call a belief system or a worldview. Our growth and development, education background, culture, beliefs, and experiences help to form how we perceive the world and how we choose to relate with it or react to it. I do believe there is truth to be found in the world, and through compassion and patience, I can help people to find truth rather than forcing a certain outcome through micromanagement and control. In my first year as a teacher and beyond, I anticipate and welcome the annual performance evaluations, observations, and student performance data that will help to adjust my teaching practices. The disposition of reflection is very important. I plan to critically examine my practice of teaching and will look to improve it every day and year to year. I plan to change ineffective strategies, monitor and adjust my actions, and use constructive feedback to improve my planning and instruction. If I have a question, I will ask and seek the advice and help of more experienced teachers, supervisors, and colleagues. I know it will take time to become a great teacher, and I will put in the time and dedication it takes to serve my fellow students, their families, and my colleagues. With all of these dispositions actively working in my life, I will have a greater chance to have opportunities to promote positive changes in my classroom, school, and community. I think the best thanks I could have as a teacher will be to know that my students will be well equipped to conduct themselves and have successful lives, hopefully because they remember me being a good role model for them in life as a teacher. Thank you for listening.